Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Speed Gaming fans around the world. I'm WXFan21. Welcome to Path versus Nito Best of 3 lower bracket round 2 matchup. And we have a little bit of lore behind this game as well that we'll talk about during the race. Path on your left, Nito on your right. Welcome to Map Rando, folks. It's gonna be a ton of fun. I got you on comms for game 1. We got silence. No comms for games 2 and 3. If you want to get involved, !SGL24SMR in the Twitch chat. Join the Discord. Go sign up to do commentary if you want to do that, or track. We encourage you all, if you want to get involved, go do it. And I will be streaming tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern on my Twitch channel. Actually going to be streaming with the one, the only DJ Webb. We're doing a Dash Randomizer recap and playoff preview. So, a lot of good Metroid action if you like it tonight for both Map Rando and Dash Rando. But right now, these racers are ready, and they actually started about the same time. Aussie doesn't have to do anything. Nice! Aussie doesn't have to sync the streams. You love to see it. Path gonna start off with Screw Attack, and so will Nito. Nito took a look at the map. So team left coming away with Screw Attack. Nito's gonna save, and is also gonna go for Gauntlet. Gravity suit and an energy tank. The racers are gonna go eat some pancakes. Gravity, energy tank, and Screw Attack. Nice find. Both racers needed to go check the Gauntlet area first. So unfortunately for Nito, they got a little caught. Little whoopsie. Had to reset. Good thing they saved up the ship. Now Path and Nito gonna be making their way over to the map. West Ocean! A room that we have been finding a lot of very early on in these Map Rando seeds. Nito being very careful this time. No morph ball to get out of there. You can see the head shake from Nito, not happy about that. Have found Botwoon and a heated room. Path has decided against it. We'll see, because there is a left side here. It's away from the map station, but could very well have morph. High-fiving in West Ocean go these runners. Could this pay off a Path? Nito's gonna run into the same rooms. We'll see if Nito actually wants to do a heated run through this room. And also elects to not do that. Path finding a connector room. And finds waterway. So there is a little bit of lore behind this game, as I mentioned. And if you want to hear the lore, I need at least 10 thumbs up in Twitch chat. From 10 different people. Not only one of you posting 10 thumbs up emojis and then saying, there, you got your 10 thumbs up. 10 people, I need to see thumbs up. I see 1. 9 more to go, and you get the lore behind this game. Alright, Path finds toilet in the Bryn Star. Will it be through Bryn? It will be into Bryn, so Gravity Suit clearly paying off here early. Junk Dump, you are unfortunately a little too late. Gravity already found at about a minute and a half in. Nito finds Mickey Mouse. Path going through and is going to find Golden Torizo and a reserve tank. Path thought about it. Path finds Everest. Baron, do you see what you started with the thumbs down? Oh no, Kissington started it. You see what you started, Kissington? Thumbs down, now we get thumbs down instead of thumbs up. Path comes across a missile. Finally, our first piece of ammo. Kissington is a legend. Unlike Baron, who's just a legend in their own mind. I kid. That space jump's gonna help out, and Spazer is locked in jail. Alright, so the lore behind this game, I appreciate the audience participation, comes from Aussie. So, Digidang, if you remember at all, and you watched, beat Path in a very close series. The thing about it is, though, is unfortunately, Digidang has dropped out of the tournament, so, while trying to do scheduling with Nito, couldn't get a schedule down. Basically what that means is Path scared Digidang so much they had to drop from the tournament. No, I'm kidding. But wishing Digidang all the best. A very underrated runner. But Path, who lost that close series to Digidang, is now facing Nito instead of Digidang. So Path getting a second shot in the lower bracket. And Path, we'll see if Path can make the most of it here. Path is the number 28 seed. Nito is the number 11 seed. Can Path make the most of their second? Well, really, their second opportunity here in the lower bracket. I don't know why Path is doing this. Path getting a reserve tank, has space jump, but still has to go through this heated room and lose energy. Nito also doing the same thing. They must think it's very much necessary. Nito's caught up. Path going through X-ray room now, and so is Nito. Path executing very good movement. Criteria Tube 2? Oh, French Vanilla Criteria Tube. And it is another one of the Torian escape rooms. And there you go. Path using the missiles to be able to get through. Oh, worst room in the game. Ouch. Both racers turned around and said, no thanks. Sanchez immediately says in chat, nope. The reserve gonna be coming in pretty in hand. No super missile or morph ball to get through Fire Fleas to get that item. Very interesting map so far. Half resets! Okay. See if that pays off here for Path. Decided to not head to the left. He's gonna head back outward. Interesting. So Nito found the wrecked ship. No morph ball to proceed here in this room. What is Nito gonna find? Nito finds progression. They hope. Missiles. Half, please. Half needed missiles to make their way through. Where's Morph? Off to worst room in the game because Baron wants to see it. Half takes a double reset. Oh boy. We'll see if that pays off here for Path. Z-Man making an interesting point. We haven't seen the upper right side of ship yet. Or of landing site. Morph Ball could very well be there. This would be a very rude seat if that was the case. Nito takes another save. Path is back to Everest. And so is Nito, but just from different areas. Both racers up the same tube. Find Metroid Room 4. Need to be extremely careful. Screw attack will bounce the Metroids off Samus. Nicely done. And headed to Ridley? No, it's just the headed to Ridley room. Now they both find where toilet is in the back of. Morph Ball for Path and Nito. Half wants a little bit more energy before they head back through that heated room. Gotta be very careful here on Metroid Room 4 as well. Path did not get the speed that they wanted, but will be able to escape, but still has to go through Metroid Room 4 as well. Through the first. Getting through the second Metroid and is able to get back out to Everest. With Morph Ball open, the untold possibilities here for the racers that couldn't get through Morph Ball tunnels before. There are some Metroid fans in chat. Look at all those cute Metroids. Alright, we got one more major here in Brinstar, with doors to both Meridia and the wrecked ship. We'll see if Nito heads for the map. Power bombs, finally. It's a good find from Path. It's not going to be the wrecked ship map room. It is a right side map door here at West Ocean. And there you go. Ridley is found. And there's that other major blocked by a Dakar, and the other way from Ridley. You can't get out the other door. Where does Nito go from here? You see one of the gauntlet rooms. You see Torian, one of the last Torian escape rooms. I see Lower Norfair escape with the key hunters. Path is making waves. Finds business center. Nito's going to take a quick refill here. Path as well in these farm rooms. Nito also coming across the business center. Nito actually is going to go all the way to the left through Grapple Highway. And sees the super missile door and says, well, dang. And more energy for Path the Great. Again, if you're just tuning in, the lore behind this game is Digidang did defeat Path in the lower bracket to advance to face Nito. Unfortunately, due to scheduling issues, was unable to schedule a best-of-3 with Nito, and has dropped from the tournament, which is unfortunate. So Path is getting a second chance in this tournament in the lower bracket. Let's see if Path can make the most of their second chance lower bracket run. And if Path doesn't beat Nito, Aussie's gonna drop the banhammer on Path. I'm just kidding, Aussie. You're not actually gonna drop the banhammer on Path. We all know how good Nito is. Path the number 28 seed, Nito the number 11 seed. Finds just a save station. So now it becomes a hunt for super missiles. Nito finds a power bomb door. And that is the Climb energy tank that we saw at Climb Supers. Maybe Super Missiles is back at landing site. No, Zaro, please, you tell me where you think Super Missiles could be, because that's the only place I can think of that has supers right now! Well, Path is back at the ship. Gonna take a save and refill. Apparently, chat's very sad that there's been an eviction notice on Fantoon in West Ocean. Path gonna go check Alpha Power Bomb's rooms to find super missiles. Hooray! Progression! Will Path check upper right of landing site? Will not. Nito's going back to Alpha Power Bombs. Nito gonna grab supers. Path is gonna go for it. This is going to be a check of upper right landing site. Power bomb locked. What's behind it? Oh, no, 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 no. It's Wasteland, no thank you. No need to go there. No, no, no. Alright, well those supers are going to allow Path and Nito to get through the part of West Ocean that they need to get through. As Baron has said, these racers are in fact neck and neck. But Path taking a refill, needed to be able to get across Grapple Highway. This is going to allow Nito to take the lead for the time being. Nito is going to go check Sky Missiles, and in fact will be Vanilla Missiles. More missiles for Nito. Half finding another interesting room. Nito will be the first to get to the map station. What has been hiding in Criteria? This seed. Apparently a ridiculous amount from Wasteland North. Major to the upper right of West Ocean. 2 majors. 3 majors, 4 majors. You get a major, you get a major, you all get majors! Oh, was Crate there too? I wasn't paying attention. I saw too many majors and got excited. Oh, there's bombs. Time to see what the other one is. Path gets their bombs. Both racers heading for the energy tank. No! Path's gonna make a quick play for this. This is the precious room. Path and Precious is gonna find Ice Beam. Ice Beam's a nice beam. And Nito finds Ice as well. Nito also got Spazer from jail. People thinking it's Dragon. They're Nito trying to figure out where to go now. I don't see where you all see Dragon unless There's Dragon. There you go. Further north. Dragon and Ridley found. Again, that one room itself. Bubble Mountain. You've got Wrecked Ship, which is a heated room. Half is trying to consider where to go from here, and Nito is heading back to Brinstar through toilet. Make sure you flush, folks. Which chat is correct? Nito is headed for that one lone major in Brinstar. We'll see what Path wants to do. 10, 5, and 5 for Path with 3 energy tanks. 2 energy tanks in a reserve for Nito with 15, 5, and 5. Able to get through with a power bomb. Looks like they're gonna go get those missiles. That'll give Nito 20 missiles. Alextra apparently not get them, did not get the missiles. Alright, it's Nito's turn to go down the room with the 3 key hunters as you head to Ridley. Not on the escape, but before. Nito is now going to need to farm just a little bit if they want to continue down. Path catching up to Nito yet again. This is back to back to back, folks. I'm WXFan21, hanging out with all of you here for game number 1. Kissington is hanging out, tracking all 3 of these games. This is the only game of this best of 3 that I am commentating. I'd love to calm the entire best of 3. However, I'm actually streaming tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern. Ooh, Nito finding more supers. Yes, all 3 games today, back to back to back. You'll be fine, Kissington. You got this, Kissington. There's Path getting those gauntlet supers from the back way. Both racers getting very close. Path is caught up. Nito heading for the major. Alright, what is the major going to be? Is it worth it? It's Charge Beam! Very much worth going out of the way for. So now, where do the racers go? Do you go to Norfair? Do you go to West Meridian? Do you go to Norfair? 3 options open to them. West Wreck Ship, Meridia, and Norfair. Where are they going to go? First thing Nito wants to go do apparently is save. Save early, save often. Get to the to get to the map rooms as quick as you can. Half picks up power bombs. Nito's headed to Norfair. And immediately finds Blue Tower. Blue Tower to Red Tower. Do I hear Green Tower? Map station not far away here in Norfair. Nice high jump from Nito. Both racers into Norfair. It's the other part of Red Tower. This is Norfair of the Towers. What is in Norfair? There's Kraid, Gauntlet, one major. That's it. Two majors. Bow, 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 now, now. Hello, Kraid. Goodbye, Kraid. Nito easily defeats Kraid. First boss defeated. Immediately to a mega heated run room. We know the other major is high jump. Do you go for that out of the way major? Nito says not today. Alright, into Big Pink. Looks like Nito wants that major. And is going for it. Picks up a power bomb, so it's a ceiling major. It is going to be Speed Booster! But Nito is nowhere near a connecting sector. Gonna pick up another energy tank and a missile. Both racers thinking about how to escape now. Both racers 5 energy tanks. Nito still has the advantage by having that one reserve from early on in this race. Make it a 6th for Path. Both now tied on energy. Nito finds Coliseum, aka Haffy, and falls down. Ooh, Nito found Torian. Oh, this could make or break this entire race for Nito. And Nito immediately coming across one of the only items that could be extremely beneficial to them. Plasma Beam. Big find. Half going to get high jump boots. Nito looking for that short charge. Is this going to pay off for Nito? Early supers finds a missile. And X-ray. Not the major that Nito wanted. Now, where is Path going? Path also going to be headed to Torian! I don't know if I agree with this from either of these two runners. You're gonna have to find the map station and at least eliminate Torian from having any bosses. One major, two majors, no bosses. Is this Varia? Majors we haven't seen yet: Grapple, Wave Beam, Varia, and Spring Ball. Both racers need Varia suit for go mode. Mission Impossible, Varia suit, bang! Torian pays off! Nito is now on their way to beat the game. They're gonna get the heck out of Torian. Grapple, second item at Main Street. Beautifully well done. Nito is now going to be making their way from Torian all the way back through into Norfair, routing back into Brinstar. Remember, Brinstar had 3 different sector entrances. West Meridia to the west, Meridia to the northwest, and where they be coming from is Norfair to the south. Wrecked ship and Meridia still in play. Nito first, back to Norfair. Path's gonna get the same information. What is Nito gonna pick? Wrecked ship? Meridia? Baron makes a really good point. This could come down to a correct guess on wrecked ship or Meridia. There's Path's Varia. The sectors we haven't seen yet: wrecked ship and Meridia. We still have not found the racers still have not found Fantoon. They have not found Mother Brain. You silly space pirates. You kids nowadays and your ilk. I kid. Half briefly went into the wrecked ship, but never ended up getting through it. So still plenty to go. Never got to the map station. Alright, Nito. We'll see if they head back for Dragon first. Ridley's still here inside of Brinstar as well. Nito is about to take on Ridley. And misses the first two charge beam shots. Ridley with the screeches. Ridley defeated. 2 bosses down for Nito. Again, housekeeping note. Kissington is here with you for all 3 games of this best of 3. This is all back to back to back. No commentary for games 2 and 3. And if you like what you see, follow the racers, !R in the Twitch chat, !C to follow the commentary and tracking teams. And now you all get to see the microwave, which is a technique in Super Metroid where you use the X-ray visor in combination with the charged plasma beam to be able to deal damage per frame, which is what plasma beam does, to quickly defeat a boss. Or mini-boss. Nito found Spring Ball. Alright, Nito. This is it. Game 1 could easily come down to this. Is Phantoon and Mother Brain are they going to be in the same location? If so, is it the wrecked ship? Or is it Meridia? That is the question, of which you all are about to find out. I'd be heading for the wrecked ship. The smaller of the locations. And that's where I would be heading. Dias asks a really good question. They ask, so when areas generate, is there a size to them? The answer to this is yes. Now, obviously, this is a map rando, so it's completely different. However, when you think of this entire game vanilla-wise, Criteria, Norfair, and Meridia are your 3 biggest areas. Brainstar next, and then obviously Wreck Ship and Toria are the smallest. Z-Man also trying to figure, says it right. It tries to keep the same general size. So while the rooms are different, you can have up to the sizes that are there. So for example, we've seen small criterias, we've seen large criterias, we've seen medium criterias. We've seen a bunch of different things. Here you go. Nito has chosen the wreck ship and has found nothing, and you see how very small it is. When I think criteria, I think big. So the settings that the racers are running here in the tournament are hard, tricky settings. You can customize it however you want. So it's hard logic with tricky item placement and standard quality of life, standard map placement, or default map placement. But yes, in general, the game typically tries to keep to about the same size as normal. Baron, where would you put criteria in the size hierarchy? I'd have to say Norfair 1, Meridia 2, Criteria 3 or 4. I think that's really a difference between Brinstar and Criteria. Yeah, just in general of, like, hierarchy. Oh, Mother Brain found. Hello. Very nice. Thank you, Baron. Baron says in map rando, it's random based on it can be any size. In vanilla, Baron would say it's smaller than Bryn vanilla. Very nice. So, here we go. Nito knows where Phantoon is, in a general sense. If you've never seen map rando before, where the map room is for the wrecked ship, Phantoon has to be in one of the adjacent right side rooms. And Path taking the same path as Nito, headed to the wrecked ship. Nito making their way through Cack Alley. So basically what it is, let's say you have Parlor, and say map station's in one of the rooms to the left, You go back into Parlor. Fantoon has to be in one of the rooms on the right-hand side. That's how in Map Rando, the wrecked ship map room works. And it's going to be the previous room here to Happy. And here we go. It's one of two doors. Where is Fantoon? It's not this one. Oh, it's the room that's far out of the way. Correct, Quick Jar. It's the wreck ship map station. That's what I said. But very good to point out for the chat. So this is it. Final boss for Nito. You're just tuning in. I'm WXFan21 Kissington on tracking for this entire best of 3. I'm only here for game 1. Nito's about to execute a microwave on Fantoon. And there you go. Nicely done. If you all have been watching the Dash Randomizer tournament, that is also, like, so this will be the last time I plug it. The VODs will be available. But I am doing a recap and playoff show on my Twitch channel, 8 o'clock Eastern tonight. And DJ Webb is joining me as well. So it's going to be a ton of fun. But what's even more fun, and something that all of you need to keep in mind for this best of 3. Path defeated Digidang defeated Path in a very close series in lower bracket 1. However, due to scheduling issues, Digidang unfortunately has dropped out of the tournament. Which, again, I wish Digidang all the best. Fantastic rando runner. And Path has gotten a second chance here in Map Rando in the lower bracket. So Path is basically what Digidang would be. And Path, we have had multiple league changes already in this race. This is pretty cool. But now it's going to be Nito that is going to get to Mother Brain first. In the Twitch chat, get your predictions in on the escape timer. I'm going with 3 minutes, 10 seconds. Nito going for Ice Zeb Skip. Nito wants Speed Zeb instead. Yes! Nito's going to get Speed Zeb Skip instead. Very nicely done. Keep those guesses coming. Nito is about to take on Mother Brain. Let me explain to you a little bit about Mother Brain. Mother Brain in Map Rando is a lot faster than the vanilla game. You need 18 missiles of any kind to defeat Mother Brain, including breaking the glass. Now, Mother Brain 2 you're going to see is going to be a lot faster. Path defeating Fantoon. They're on to Mother Brain. There is no Mother Brain 3. There is no cutscene to Mother Brain 3. Super missiles do double damage to Mother Brain 1 and Mother Brain 2. Quality of life is once the rainbow beam hits Samus, like you would get to the cutscene. Samus needs to be sub 100 energy to trigger the cutscene. Mother Brain is defeated. That's it. And you get access, the racers will get access to every item in the game. For example, if they don't have Spring Ball, they never found it in the run, that's fine. You know what that means? They get access to Spring Ball. They never found Speed Booster, they get access to Speed Booster. And here we go. Let's see who's right. I say 3 minutes, 10 seconds. We get guesses at 2:25, 2:30, 2:16. Minute 9, minute 45, minute 25. IKEA says 2:07. And we get a 2:40. Let's see. What is the escape timer in race number 1? 1 minute, 10 seconds. Well then. The funny number guess wins it. 1 minute, 9 second guess wins it. Nicely done. Nito making their way through Brinstar into the tube through X-ray room. 44 seconds. Nito flying. Heading up through toilet, back to criteria. "33 seconds on the clock for Nito. Has to take another elevator with 28 seconds left. This is going to be really tight. This is going to connect to the G4. 28 seconds on the clock and right back to landing site. Get your GGs in the Twitch chat, folks. Nito is going to take game 1 over Path. And that is GG's. Path is now on to Mother Brain 2 as well. What a great race between these two. And to tie things up, as we end the episode here, Path finishes with an official race time of 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 11 seconds. But Nito is your victor. 1 hour, 1 minute, 33 seconds for Nito. Game number 2 comes up in about 10 minutes. See you then.
Got the soup prediction up in chat. You better get your predictions in quick, because oftentimes you find a gravity suit right off the ship. Or sometimes you find a Varia suit real quick too, but I think gravity's more common than Varia. I should put all of my points on gravity. Alright, let's see who decides to check the map before the door. Personally, I like to go to the door first. They both pause, and the map is way off to the right, so we probably won't be seeing that map for a while. But we do get a free morph. The crumble blocks in this room do not reform, so they're going to use this to go around and pick up the bombs next to that. So they could get back, so this can be logically required often for, like, good thing got those bombs to kill B-Toms real quick. But Nito got boosted by the bomb and fed the B-Toms. It's a pretty dangerous room to find right after. They'll be back in it in a second, so not a huge loss. So the bombs, as our can fly and our block breaker, get us access to this gauntlet entrance, and they get us access to the upper right. Personally, I like checking the lower right first, just because it's lower down and takes less time to get to. And It's one of the free rooms that you don't need any items to reach. But this gets us power bombs, which obviously saves us time on those other checks. So the correct decision here was to do exactly what the two runners did and check the upper left. Because this is a power bomb door, and you wouldn't be getting anywhere without those power bombs. And there's our free Varia suit right off. Okay. No hell runs in this seed. Nito has decided to IBJ to the upper right before checking the lower right. So Nito is not getting that Varia suit. Oh no. Going to be a long journey back before he's... Oh nope, he's going to turn around right now. Okay. That's a small lead change. But it's a good thing the heated room was right here, because it could have been a long time before he came back for that Varia otherwise. On the other hand, the early Varia kind of tells you that it has to be a heated room right here. Alright, now we have our first super pack. So we have each kind of ammo. It means we can open all the different doors. We can get past any obstacle that is not speed blocks or water. Not too worried about that gate. If we have to go back through, we've got ammo for gate. We're gonna go down the shaft first. That's looking for a powerbomb farm before going through the door. Nito doing this IBJ up to the landing site. The spring ball room. Okay, with this equipment, you can't even peek at the item. Well, you could load the map tile, but then you'd have to reset back to your ship save, and that'd cost more than it's worth. So you figure you'll just go get the map and see if it's major then. And Path has found Ridley. Looks like Ridley is blocking the path to the map, actually. So it might be a long time before we see that map. Aqueduct. This crouch jump is difficult to do. You're going to leave this place behind because you don't have a way back up in logic. If you go down here, you'd have to do the snail ride, which is not in logic with this equipment. So it's not required. There must be somewhere better to go right now. And Nito doing this crouch jump ledge grab to get out of the sand here. You have to do it quickly while your iframes are active. Finds double chamber, which has a free item. And we can tell that it's yoink room off to the left because of the hazard tape on the door. Second missile pack is a good find. Touring escape room is slow. Maybe this will get us to the map. Got Varia and an energy tank. So we can just take damage from each of these pirates and not be too upset over it. Looks like Path has decided to go through Yoink Room. Mama Turtle is good. You can IBJ up to get both of the items. Ah, there's a hollow in the wall and a missile at the top. So energy tank is nice. You could do a down grab onto Mama Turtle to get back on top safely. Or you can just be very careful with your dodging. Because as you see, Mama Turtle deals 100 damage when you only have one suit. Making you very glad that you have 2 tanks, not just one. And glad that you have Varia suit. See if Nito can get this difficult wall jump. Got it to just a couple of tries, so. Nice D-boost off of the first pirate to get through the other 2. So when I'm in single chamber and I'm going to the right, I like to go over to the right side, kill the Fune with a super, and then wall jump up the right side, which seems a lot simpler to wall jump up than the left side. But apparently Path is determined to get through Yoink Room and tell us what is on the left side of Yoink Room. I hope it's something valuable. Decided to go to the right. Okay, spent enough tries, tried to go left. Needs to go right now. Going to find that Mama Turtle with the energy tank and missile. Seems strangely familiar. Mama Turtle has an energy tank and a missile in vanilla, just in the opposite places. Nito found that spring ball room, also turned around. When you're getting onto Mama Turtle, you want to make sure that you shoot something and wake her up before you land on her back. If you shoot something after landing on her back, she stands up and flips into Samus and you take full damage, which hurts a lot. So we're being forced to go down through this aqueduct room. Looks like Path is doing that down grab that I talked about. Notice how Path got onto Mama Turtle without taking damage by doing that down grab. So take note of that strategy. Because we're being forced to go down aqueduct, there must be something that loops back around for us to get back up. Unless we're not actually forced. It might be useful to actually go down the left side for the middle left door because you have the standard bombs, and check that before going for the rest of it. Because now it'll be more difficult to check that middle left door now that Nito has come over to the right side. Normally in this invisible bridge room, you'd be coming from a dry room. You could have some run speed and jump through the door and get onto the bridge. But without coming from a dry room, you have to do that stand in the door frame and wall jump off the bridge. Fortunately, they both got it without too much trouble. Found the plasma spark room and the grab maze. So Path is electing to try Yoink Room yet again. Probably a good idea, given how few options we have. Gets through it this time. Some quick wall jumping. Nito has found a pack of supers over at left supers next to grab maze. That's pretty useful. You're always happy to find your second, third super pack. You want to keep picking up supers until you have like 6 or 7 super packs, unless you've already got charged plasma. And Path found that gravity suit past Yoink Room. That's big payoff. Worth the time invested. And there's not a huge dead end. Well, there's a small dead end back here. So Path can immediately leave this area and go make progress where Nito is. Nito will probably not be back to that area for a long time. So that could be... So Nito doesn't want to go down the pits because it's most likely going to lead into the Ever halls. Can't get any items if there's the sandpit item rooms in the way. And in the Ever halls, you just get stuck in the sand and soft lock. So he has to do this slow snail ride up. This is why I was saying earlier you might want to check the middle left door when you're coming in from the top left. Check the middle left door before you go down to the bottom. Just so that you have less of a snail ride to do later. So what is this middle left door? It's a save. So probably doesn't want to save here because he's looking to see that he has no progress to be made except up there. Let's see how far back he resets. His last save might have been all the way back at the ship before getting stuff from single chamber. Sorry, the stuff from double chamber. So he's probably deciding not to reset and instead take the snail elevator again. Path, meanwhile, went down the gauntlet and crab shaft, it looks like. Picked up a couple of things. Gauntlet is always a good find. Well, essentially green pirate shaft. Gets you 2 free items. More items is more good. So this gravity jump is about a 2-frame window. So that was about 1 frame late. You have to do it from the crouch. Basically, if you see Samus move before the black screen, you were too early. Nito farming a couple of soup missiles off of the hoppers before doing the gate glitch. Seems like that pre-Batoon room happens above Everest pretty often. We're going to see another gravity jump from Path. This one is a much easier gravity jump than the other. Nito is heading up to that Yoink Room door. Let's see Nito go through this first try. So now Nito's going to be up here, going to be finding that gravity suit in just a few seconds, and we'll be able to return and make progress where they were a moment ago. I've got everyone's favorite Hellway. Path is not taking the ceiling damage boost. You play enough of these randomizers, you get used to running around on low energy. Oftentimes, you don't always take the damage boost that vanilla runs take, even when it would be the best route for what you have. There is a major right next to us. Maybe if you fire a few supers against the wall, like maybe set off a take a power bomb out of the pack and tape it to the wall and set it off. Maybe you could blow a hole right through to that major on the other side. Maybe you tape a power bomb to the wall and shoot it with the super and make a hole in the wall. Nito is back in Aqueduct. Let's see if Nito also decides to do the snail clip for the items. Looks like Nito's decided to go through the sand pits. Checking the left sand pit first. Left sand pit, guess this is a room with 2 items. Both runners, ice beam for Path out of the Norfair Reserve room next to Torian Hopper. So that was the major that we saw. That's a really nice find. Nito will probably also pick up that map and probably also grab that major. Just gonna be a minute or two. You gotta be careful around these Evers because even with both suits, they'll do 25 damage a hit. I haven't found X-ray for Path. Alright. It's a really good esoteric tool. Helpful in unexpected ways. You only learn as you play more and more. Nito juggling the soccer ball all the way up to the middle of the room. Let's see if the soccer ball comes back around to bite him. So that X-ray will actually put some clips in logic. Like this clip that Nito's doing, it's not required without X-ray, but once you have X-ray, it can be required. The way the X-ray helps there is if you have just enough space to unmorph, you can do a turn and cancel the turn with X-ray to force the standing pose. And then once you're in that standing pose, you can clip up. And that helps pretty much every place that you need to clip. There are a few places where it doesn't help, but most of the places it helps. Now that Path has that ice beam, it's returning to that pre-Botwoon hallway at the top of Everest. Just to frame off on the gravity jump. Nito finds this green pirate shaft. Let's see if he decides to go for the 2 items or if he them first. Probably scout them. Yep. There's the scouting PB. And you can get your power bomb back from the P-toms. Just reserving a missile, and yeah, you don't go out of your way for those. 4 ice beam shots to freeze the mock droid. Jump while aiming down. And the aiming down jump will land on top of the mock droid, and then you can stand up and clip through. And that looked like a fish hit to reserve trigger from Path. It wasn't quite fast enough getting up. Good thing he had that reserve. This is a left map, so it might be Fantoon. Let's see. Path is luring the bugs up, probably going to freeze them. You can also lure them high enough to do a deboost across. Some people like to deboost off of the Ripper up there. The deboost off the bugs is pretty hard. It's a lot easier to freeze them high and then jump off them. Nito has picked up a third energy tank. That's required. And it is the Fantoon map. Making Path a little bit frustrated. Didn't check the doors first. Here's an extra missile pack for Fantoon. Now we see Nito doing that same gravity jump up, but without Ice Beam, will not be able to go through that pre-button hallway. They'll probably have to go to the upper right of Everest the same way that Path did. Feels like Path is good 3 minutes ahead at this point. Nito just a frame off on that gravity jump. It's a really tight gravity jump. Some people do it running from the hill, and try to time a pause during their run and jump off the hill. It's about the same window. I don't do the hills version myself, so I'm not exactly sure how wide it is. It's the gravity jump to the upper right on the first try, and just a little delayed wall jump to get to the door. And Fantoon is dead for Path. I think that was like 2-3 rounds. I think it was 3 rounds. I wasn't watching closely enough. That'll get Path the map, while Nito's is grabbing the other map. Path is setting up for the speed boost again, but outran the bugs. Looks like he's going for the jump off the frozen bugs this time. Frozen bugs always feels so short because it feels like it's less than a single tile wide, but should only would be like equivalent to a single tile. It's so easy to accidentally run off. Nito found a pack of supers in the X-ray room. 3 supers is better than 2 packs of supers, so we'll see if that makes a difference later. Nito picking up that ice beam past these terrain hoppers. Using the morph ball and getting the damage to the strat. Path shows us the reverse mock droid clip. Works exactly the same as the other way, just in a different place. So Nito's going to take that ice beam, immediately go over to that pre-Botwoon room, do the ice clip through. Path picks up the energy tank from jail that Nito picked up a while ago. So Path is ahead by 1 reserve tank because from the Green Pirate Shaft. Baron says there's another major up here in wreck ship. Probably worth the time investment. At this point, you still need charge, and you really want another beam. This major is probably X-ray, actually. It is X-ray. Which Path also has. Path should have picked up that second powerbomb pack. Running around on only 1 powerbomb pack's not great. If you see another one right above you, it's worth stopping to pick it up like that. But apparently he feels safe on just 1. And this major is Plasma. Alright. So there's one thing you care about now. It's charge. You have 9 majors left to find. One of them is charged. So you're looking at the 1 in 9 chance of finding charge each time you go hunting for a major. You figure you'd have to search about probably end up picking up 6 or so majors before you finally have it. Whereas you'd need 4 super packs to skip charge, and your supers are mixed in with the energy tanks and the power bomb packs. So you're not likely to find enough supers. So you're going to keep hunting majors until you find that charge. If it takes a long time, that's just the price you pay. Hunting supers is likely to take longer. Nito gets the grab jump the first try this time. That's good. Playing it safe with this Moktroid clip. Doesn't want to get chewed on. It'd only do like 22 damage if you got chewed on by the Moktroid. We found Mother Brain on the map. But no majors here? Alright. We're going to go down to Brinstar, and Nito also finding the map without first checking for Phantoon. Let's see whether he checks the bottom door first. He's checking top door first. Nito also found that map with less effort to get up there than Path put in, so catching up a little bit here and there. Let's see how many rounds this Phantoon is. Phantoon expertly blocks the missile shots. Alright. Good second round. You see a spring ball. So Path could clip that spring ball using ice and X-ray, but spring ball is not that valuable. So Path is just going to leave it behind. The way you clipped that is, I believe you wall jump high enough to bonk the ceiling, and then as you're falling, you shoot up to freeze the B-Tom. And if it's in the right place, you can unmorph on top of it and use X-ray to stand up. You should probably pick up that super pack right next to you. Baron says you have to wall jump from the ledge, so there's a major down through the waterway path, that wreck ship E-tank room. And we also saw a crate off to the left. If you wall jump up, your sub-pixel will always be wrong and you'll never get it. Okay. Do not wall jump. Got it. We found space jump, but that's going to pay for itself. That'll save us from any more IBJs. That's one of the few things besides charge that could pay for itself. Speed would also pay for itself. And so would high jump. There is still a possibility that speed locks something important. Path He elects to pick up another missile that is right next to them. Since there's no fanfare, that's worth it. Meanwhile, Nito is heading over there, going to see where they go in Torian. Mouse room is kind of scary because it's a one-way, and there's a small chance that your way back is actually speed locked. But having looked at the map, Path must know this is safe, so. Nito finds the map, sees Mother Brain. Let's see if he goes for Norfair or Brinstar. Oh, Nito has skipped Plasma. Going back up the elevator that came down a bit ago. Not sure exactly where Nito's going. Nito has chosen Norfair. Half chose Brinstar and got Kraid. So I'm just going to have to tell the tracker to mark Fantoon for both of them. So Nito has chosen Norfair on the West Ocean. And that map is pretty far away off to the right, so it's going to take Nito a good couple minutes to run over to. This probably won't make a huge difference. This probably has Dragon and Ridley. So the big difference here is going to be where charge is and that lack of plasma. Even if Nito finds charge quickly, having no plasma is going to make the Ridley fight slow. Path ran over that spring ball on the way to pick up something else. So, good routing choice. Got grapple. Okay, grapple is only useful for forced go through pants room. Otherwise, it's not helping us yet. We might have a Dragon fight. But we're hoping to find charge before we do find that Dragon fight. Nito scouts the map tile, sees just a missile and doesn't have to use a super to get it. Also scouts that map tile. So Path has completed that Brinstar trip. He's now deciding where to go. Looking at the map and seeing that he has to go around and go up the elevator to get to Norfair. So this tells us that Nito's in the correct place to find Charge, Ridley, and Dragon. But without that plasma beam, those boss fights are Going to be slow and dangerous. You'd hope to find more super packs before you find Ridley. Now that I think back, maybe we already saw Ridley a long time ago. And we're just running around to find ammo. Yeah, we already saw Ridley back in Criteria. Forgot about that. Nito picks up a third power bomb pack. Good to have. You see that our map is up at the top of Main Street, and we have to go on this long path to get to the bottom of Main Street. Not too long, though. This room is a little bit awkward without high jump because some of the ledges are just out of reach and you almost hit a crab. So the path is going to catch up there, having that space jump to go straight up Main Street. We see Dragon, we see a major. We see another major over to the left. Looks like a Brimstone connection over there. Path is committing to picking up these two missiles. And is going back down bottom of West Ocean before going to the map, so it's Path in a better ammo. Well, not a better ammo situation. 60-15 versus 50-15, so yeah, slightly better ammo position if they run into really Fourth tank is good safety to find. And a fourth power bomb pack just means less worry of running out. Nito finds those high jump boots. You keep those. They'll make every jump faster, and since Nito is not going to be picking up space jump, it's going to make the rest of the seed faster. After stopping to farm supers. These bugs are good enough super farming spot. Oh, Path has actually left Norfair behind. And is going... Oh, Path is heading for Ridley. Path has decided to do that isolated Ridley before doing Norfair. Nito finds Screw Attack above Dragon, so Screw Attack is nice. That means that when fighting Dragon, you can always avoid damage. You can always Screw Attack through, and you can break the goop if you get gooped when you don't want to. I believe Path needs all of the... Yeah. Baron says that Path needs all power bombs to double hit Ridley, and then has 15 missiles of leeway. Fortunately, there's these violas right on the way to make sure that you're full up on power bombs. And a convenient save just a few rooms away. That power bomb single hits. So you lay the power bomb too soon and it can only hit him once. That's a double. That's a double. Getting consistent on those doubles, that's very good. That might have been a single. The double. And the double. That was a single. Another double. That was a single. So 4 single hits. So that's the equivalent of 8 missiles missed. So that's 7 missiles leeway. When Ridley's pogoing like this and you're firing missiles, there's a chance that Ridley goes just a little bit high and one of the missiles actually misses by going off screen. That was a missed super, that's pretty bad. Want to be very careful with these supers. No spray and pray tactics here. Precision aiming. Ridley is... Ridley was not quite dead. He missed just too much. Meanwhile, Nito has found Charge Beam. So, Nito will have a different problem with Ridley. Since Nito doesn't have that plasma beam, Nito will be doing charge ice shots when he runs out of ammo, which do 90 damage. Which is not great, but it's more than 0. Looks like he's trying to be clever with this bomb jump. Use the irritating seahorse as an extra platform. Let's see if Path can get this really on the second try. If Path doesn't get this try, that's big. That's a big lead change. So right now, there's speed booster for Nito, so that IVJ was worth it. I think Nito will keep checking majors and probably run into Wave or Spazer somewhere. Because Nito is probably not looking forward to this low ice Ridley fight. Half missed a couple of missiles, that's not great. That's a dead Ridley for Path. So we've got probably a pretty close race. See how soon Nito decides to turn around and take out that isolated Ridley. Nito has found a Dragon on the map. Path has not, so Nito knows exactly where to go. Nito actually will need to go to Brinstar to find Braid. But once he kills Ridley, he can figure out that's where Kraid is by process of elimination. And the speed will make the run back for Ridley pretty fast. Af does not know where Dragon is yet, but has a rough idea that Dragon is in Norfair. Somewhat. Norfair is pretty big, so it would be quite the search. They should be passing each other any moment now. Nito's already full on supers, doesn't need to stock up with the speed bugs. Double check the map for the route back to Ridley. Using the missiles on the pirates is going to cost Nito a little bit of time in the Ridley fight. Each missile is equivalent to slightly more than a charge shot. Because Nito has that charge, it doesn't need to be absolutely full. Going to take this safety save, which is the closest save room to Ridley. Let's see if Nito decides to fill up on power bombs, or if he's going to forego power bombs entirely. Good power bomb farms, full up. So could kill Ridley entirely on power bombs and supers alone. Opening up with those missiles first. So there's like 50 missiles, so that's about 8 supers worth. So there's a color change you can see in Ridley when he's halfway dead. Nito's watching for that color change. And once he sees the color change, he'll switch to those supers to finish off. Ridley's easier to manage when he's moving slower like this, so it makes sense to save the supers for the end. Meanwhile, Path is able to space jump up this main street and has apparently found his map and knows where to go to fight Dragon. We'll have a very quick Dragon fight. Oh, we'll not have a quick Dragon fight because Path has not found Charge. Charge Ice should nominally be 90 per second. So you'd have to get
one power bomb every 4 seconds for power bombs to be faster than charge ice. So it is notable that low ice routes do use up all their power bombs. So maybe it would be better for Nito to use the power bombs. Yeah, half checking the majors finds high jump boots, which is good enough to keep, but not the charge beam that he really wants. Yeah, the ice shields is 4 particles, and each particle is 90 damage. So that's 360 damage from your fire bomb, compared to the 400 if you used it normally. And I believe low ice does a mix of whichever is going to hit. Path has found Dragon, but lacks the charge beam, so can't microwave. Looks like Nito's in a tight spot with this Ridley. Ridley's swooping. But Ridley likes to use his tail when picking you up, so. Ooh, 1. Always scary when you're low and trying to get picked up by Ridley. But with the dead Ridley, Nito can move on. Just has to go to Brinstar, find that grade. I'll probably check for majors. Has a decent chance of finding that plasma. Pap is waiting for a swoop, so in theory, Dragon has a 50-50 chance of doing a swoop or two. You know, odd numbers are one of them, and even numbers are the other. But Super Metroid doesn't have an RNG like that. Turns out that it's not. About half of the numbers are odd, and half the numbers are even. They're kind of tied to the current frame. And it turns out that Dragon's swoop pattern is an even number of frames long. So most of the time when Dragon is doing one pattern, she'll keep doing that pattern until she hits a certain spot in the RNG cycle to switch. So you just keep getting swoops after swoop after swoop because it's an even number. And if you get gooped too far, or too late in the cycle, the Dragon has already finished spinning and won't try to pick you up. And that's what happened to Path the first time. Gets the grapple on the third try though, so that's a dead Dragon. Sets off a powerbomb in celebration. Half has all bosses down, but needs to find charge. So Path is attempting a short charge. Let's see if Path can get the short charge. Okay, so Path gave 2 attempts at the short charge. Realized there's something missing. It doesn't have speed booster. But there's another way up there to get that item. I've had a lot of places in Map Rando where I say, hey, this is a place where I'm supposed to short charge. And I don't have speed booster. I do that a lot too. Get a nice mock ball to get that screw attack. Let's see if Nito goes down to this major in the lower left. I believe this was either plasma or grapple. He's not going for it. Reasonable choice. Yeah, he's just gonna run straight over to grade. And after grade will be a straight run to Mother Brain. It's coming down to this charge hunt. I don't remember where Precious Room was. Wherever Precious Room is what has our charge beam.
Looks like it's down here. Yeah, here's Precious Room. Path is getting this charge beam. Nito has found Kraid. Nito gets a nice Kraid quick kill. No problems there. Now he just has to run straight for Mother Brain. A little bit of super farming on the way. Sometimes the Metroids will drop supers for you. Sometimes they don't drop supers. If you have Screw Attack in this pillar setup room, you want to kill the pirates after you lay the power bomb to greatly reduce the lag. Nito could probably have saved time by farming supers in that pool before moving on. He's going to want all of his supers for Mother Brain. Nito's decided to take the path that has the major on it, and is going to get Spring Ball and Plasma. I believe this was over here. So Nito is actually in a good position here. Oh no, this is the grapple. So it was the other one that was Plasma. Or Space Jump. Alright, path, checking the map one last time to see the route to Mother Brain. And is on the warpath now. Nito is also on the warpath. Looks like Nito is running over to pick up a holo over here, hoping for one last super pack. It's an energy tank instead. Take a safety save in case this Mother Brain goes sour. There's actually an ammo refill right next to Mother Brain. Okay, so literally no point in farming ammo on the way. That's like the best ammo refill you could have, Mother Brain. And Nito is actually right there. Just has to circle around. So this is going to come down to a minute or two, because that charge ice is going to be slow after the 20 supers run out. Path has to hit 18 of these charge shots and the 12 supers. Nito is ammoing the Zebs instead of trying to fight with the Zeb skill. That's going to cost him some time that he could have spent using the ammo on Mother Brain. Being very careful to destroy the glass, and looks like he's heading out to reasonable choices. Destroy the glass, he's heading out to refill ammo. This minimizes the number of charge ice shots that Nito needs to make. And in fact, with 30-20, he's only going to need about 40-ish, some odd, charge shots after he expends ammo. Meanwhile, Path is on the escape, so it's just a little bit too late. And it's best to open up with missiles the way that Nito did, because Mother Brain dodges the least when she's first standing up. When she's first standing up, she's basically doing nothing. And you can unload your missiles rapid fire without worrying. Path now has all the items, including space and high jump, on the escape. And once you're in this catch-up phase of Mother Brain, her actions tend to be more predictable. Like, often she'll decide to only do catch-up for a while, and your catch-up roughly sinks to 3 charge shots to 1 catch-up. So it can be easier to time the rhythm than during the rest of the fight. So it makes sense to get to that stage of the fight fast. And that is a defeated Mother Brain for Nito. Good showing. Now Nito will be in the escape as Path touches the ship. Little nod of the head. So we're going to be having a game 3 starting up. Same crew, same channel. We're going to watch Nito's escape up these elevators. The shaking that G4 statue was a little bit interesting. Like the pieces were shaking in different ways next to each other. Oh. I should probably mark path as done. And Nito touches down on the ship. And, so Path's official time was 1:06:09. Nito's official time was 1:08:07. So 1 minute 58 seconds between the two. Alright, we're here for Game 3 of Path vs. Nito in the Super Metroid Map Randomizer Speed Gaming Tournament. Nito took the first race by a few minutes, and Path took the second race by 1 minute and 58 seconds, so we'll see if we can get something equally close for this third race. They should be starting up in a minute or less. If you want to predict a suit, you better predict it quick, because we tend to find a suit really quick in these. So, the thing to do here is watch for whatever somebody bets big on. Bet like 10 points against them. Then when they're wrong, you get all their points. And we're off. Nito has decided to put on a maid outfit for this race. Where that map is all the way up in the sky. Okay, that's interesting. Nito has decided to go team right. Path is not going down Red Tower. The right door is a super door. You are going down Red Tower whether you like it or not. And we find an immediate space jump. That's good to find, because that means we're forced to go down the rest of Red Tower, and we have a way back up. We find a red door down there. We have to go left at the bottom. Path is elected to go back to landing site, check the upper right of landing site. The menu room is extremely dangerous with no energy tank, and you can't do anything with no morph ball, so the flying creatures in that room are called menus, and they're called menus because they'll send you to the menu. They do 60 damage when you have no suit. Path making the same discoveries that Nito made a few seconds ago. All wreck ship rooms are unpowered until Phantoon is killed. Once Phantoon is killed, they all turn on. Ooh, that was very close to Path taking a menu hit. Having the wreck ship rooms unpowered can make a big difference. Like, if you come across the spiky death room and it's turned off, then that's pretty safe. Nothing to worry about. But if the spiky death room is turned on, it might be spiky death. It also matters a lot in the right supers room, where when it's turned off, the work robots are leaning up against the walls and getting in the way, and you can't get to the item. But after you kill Phantoon, they move away from the wall and you can get to the item. The music is not randomized, but it's not the vanilla music. And we found a morph ball and green shaft. That's good. Usually the music in this is tied to the area that the runners are in. The developers of Map Rondo actually had to change the music cues for all of the rooms because with the vanilla music cues, it was changing the music all the time and causing extra lag in the doors. And that's not really fair to give some runners the option of having less lag in the doors. So it's forced to use the Map Rondo specialty music where they change all the music cues and the music matches the area you're in. So Nito has the wave beam from pre-Ridley room. Path will be picking that up in a few seconds because they're checking the same doors. Finding 2 E-tanks early is good. Can make life easy for us. 2 E-tanks and a reserve. Alright. We're in motion. And we have power bombs. It's just... and Spazer. So we're actually off to a really generous start here. Let's see what this room is. It's Yoink Room with a super door. Yoink Room's right next to Green Shaft last. Was Yoink Room right next to Green Shaft just a couple races ago? How similar is this layout? And a second powerbomb pack. Seed is being generous this time. And a third. Wow. No desperate hunting around for powerbomb packs in this seed. Get 3 of them for free, no cost. I can't do anything in that elevator room. Path found the baby skip room, and baby skip is right next to the heated lower north elevator. So you don't want to go through there until your reserve tank is full. Nito was forced to expend missiles and then found a missile door on the other side. Path is about to run into the same problem. So logically, Randomizer provides 2 missile packs somewhere that they can reach before forcing them to take this path. It doesn't expect them to go back and... It doesn't expect them to open one door, go back, refill missiles, and then go open the second door. It expects them to pick up 2 missile packs to go through both doors in one trip. Unless they change that and I'm wrong. Since they have the reserve, they can go through the baby room just fine if they can fill up the reserve somewhere. And the ship gives a fine place to fill up that reserve. Let's see if Nito decides to check the upper left first. Yep. Decides to let the map and criteria wait for a while and go elsewhere first. Meanwhile, Path is filling up that reserve tank. Nito is looking in other places. You don't want to use Yoink Room as a farm because you don't have supers to make it safe. What would happen is you'd get yoinked down by a yapping maw, and you'd be in Butterfly Room, trapped behind a super door. As Nito has decided to run through single chamber. It's going to be a little bit tight on this energy, but has enough to make it. Path has that reserve goal and is now going to go through the baby room. Nito has found a pants room. That is a one-way trip. That Viola does 50 damage. But Nito got through. We have X-ray for Path. And high jump for Nito. Both very useful items. But looks like Nito's going to reset out because he doesn't really have the tanks to get back. Path is keeping this X-ray. Looks like this elevator did not go to the map. Could farm the Rippers for energy to get through that Hodorubi room. Nito took a different path to get over to this high jump. It has now probably be able to keep it from here. Path about to bump into that super door again. Realize not this way. Nito has to fill up missiles before going through that pink door at the bottom of Red Tower. Path has decided to go through the pink door at Morph Room. Finds Business Center, which has a lot of interesting doors. Don't want to do Plasma Room. You don't have any way at all to kill the pirates. With the save here, it might be worth going to the bottom Plasma Room and looking at the item, just so that you know later, but you'll pick up the map, so probably not worth the time to even peek at the item, since you can't keep it no matter what it is, unless it's Plasma itself, or Screw Attack. Bubble Mountain, scout the item. Yeah, you want that EJ. Using that high jump boots to go up the crab shaft. You can actually reach the top door by wall jumping up the left side. Just takes a while, and I would obviously go away from the map. Nito would rather go up the map. Path sees a major next to amphitheater. I think you can get that. Yeah, it's a major in a hot room, so that's got to be the speed booster room next to spiky trippers. That's a spicy major. There's an ammo refill here. The thing we want most, though, is our first super pack. Nito has to be careful not to fall down here. But that's no problem. Oh, you get across and you find the door without the ammo. Maybe these guys can help you out. Well, one of them helped. Having wave spacer is nice here because they only take 2 shots to kill the mock droids. There we go. The one farthest away from the door finally gave us enough ammo. So, spending a long time in this room. And we get a spring ball for our troubles. Yeah, you keep that. That's pretty useful. So spring ball will actually get us up that G4 elevator room. You can do a spring ball jump underwater, go straight up. It'll save you the trouble of learning UWJ. See what Path gets instead. A grapple. Nitro has elected to put a maid skirt onto Samus. Nitro is using this spring ball to climb all the way up Main Street. You want to be careful here. The crabs do 120, the fish do 80. They're not helping you climb up, so you just kill them. Oh, Path is trapped in this very slow farm. It's a normal room off to the left, but he's only getting 20 energy each time. Looks like he's going for it on this energy. And he set his reserves to manual so he can pause abuse while he's riding the tripper. So what he's going to do is when he gets close to 0, he's going to pause so that he hits 0 during the fade. You can't die during the fade. So he'll be in the pause screen and you can take a little bit out of his reserves. He missed the pause abuse timing there, but it was okay because he didn't need to. And Nito has found the first super pack while I was busy explaining that. So that's a nice lead for Nito. We'll see if that grapple beam ever pays off for Path. Those red pirates will hit for quite a bit. I don't remember exactly how much it is, but they do hurt if they hit you. Oh, there's a major in jail. 3 plus 1. I'd say that's not quite enough to get that major in jail. Even with Spring Ball, I'd say it's not quite enough. Like 4 plus 1, yeah, then I could see it, but 3 plus 1's not quite there. Nito is using this spring ball for probably its intended purpose of climbing up the crab shaft. I believe he's still chasing the map for this area. Finds the beach, which has a free item. That fish hit for 80 damage. Paf is now taking his trip past the baby Metroid. Yeah, Paf is actually going for that major in jail. Let's see if he gets this. And he knows that it's jail because he's been looking at the map, so he knows that he has to take this top route through the Spring Ball maze. It's gonna be tight. Good use of a power bomb to break the blocks early. Okay, yeah, he can get this. Hey, spiky death room. So, as mentioned, the wreck ship rooms are turned off. So there's no spiky death bouncing around in the spiky death room. The question is, do you try to pause abuse, or do you just use up all of your reserves and go for it? You actually have to keep some reserve for the baby so that you can ride the elevator afterwards. But he's... one. Okay. So that should be enough. So he could actually powerbomb to kill these rippers and get a little bit more energy. But it wouldn't help because he can't kill enough to put energy into that reserve. He'd have to go up and down the elevator several times to reload the rippers. I believe he has just enough energy to get onto the elevator safely. Like, if he took, say, 20 out of his reserve and set it to auto, he can get on the elevator and he'll be safe at the bottom. So now Paf has that ice beam, which is very useful in a lot of places. And Nito has collected something from the mouse room. Not sure what he collected. I hope it was worth the trip up the G4 elevator room. The most convenient part of Map Rando is the very fast ship refill and save that you have. Normally it takes about 17 seconds to go down into the ship and get refilled, but Map Rando, they sped up the elevator so that it's faster. The path lacks the high jump boots, and is instead going to is instead trying to use crabs, but decides this is not going to work out fast enough to be worth doing. You can go all the way up that room with only ice. It's just slow. And you're not logically required to do that on these settings. So you're better off going elsewhere and finding the high jump boost that you're meant to get. Nito gets this map that Paf got a while ago. Sees those three majors that Paf has, so Nito is probably going to go to the left, chase that major first. That was the grapple beam, I believe. But he's taking a save first. So with this save, I expect Nito will reset out of the grapple beam.
unless he thinks that Pants Room is important. I don't remember where Pants Room was this seed. It might be important. Oh, we have a left map in West Ocean. And we all know that a left map in West Ocean means Phantoon is hiding out there. Path looks like he's checking the map before checking the door, so... Nito is going to keep this grapple beam, it looks like. Turned off map station, confirms the expected Phantoon. Nice use of Spring Ball by Nito to go over the gap after destroying the block. Takes a spike hit, that's 60 damage. This is going to be tight getting out of here now. Decides not to try any pause abuse. Ooh. Spicy. Path, doing this ice clip that we talked about, has X-ray, so... Oh, that's speed up there, so... That's too low. I think Path is either getting it to... Yeah, got it too low, but if he gets it high, but low enough to unmorph, he can use X-ray to get it. I think that's what he's planning to do. As long as he remembers that he has X-ray. Gets it without using X-ray. Alright, that speed booster is a nice item to find. Nito is reminded of the baby room and is going to go refill his reserve or go somewhere else before trying for those two majors in jail. Oh, Pants Room actually is blocking something. So keeping that grapple is good for Nito. Path is still lacking supers. The Path has found Phantoon. Runs into Phantoon's room with 0 missiles. So it's going to have to do some farming here. I think these flames are hitting for 40 damage, so don't want to take too many hits here. Nito has filled up that reserve tank and is on his way to jail, where he will pick up ice and I think ice and X-ray. There's X-ray at Hodorubi and ice in jail. Yeah, the Rippers only drop small energy, so it would be really terrible to be farming those guys for energy out. Get out. So Nito has high jump and spring ball, which should make this spring ball maze faster. Now Nito needs to save some reserve energy for the baby, because after getting drained by the baby, if he doesn't do baby skip, he needs some reserves to get onto the elevator, because it's the heated elevator right next to the baby. Saves all of his reserve, that's good. Going to have a very quick baby encounter. Half can see that hollow dot, but can't collect whatever's there. There's no missiles. Let's see this baby skip. Nope, no speed, and doesn't quite get it. But that's okay, because plenty of reserve to get onto the elevator. Path just bodies the 60 damage boulder in the face. Ooh, and bodies a crab. That doesn't matter too much. Path to this map is pretty safe. And he took the save beforehand, so if he really wants the energy, he can reset out. You can see a major over at Early Supers Bridge, and a major at Spore Spawn, and a major in Green Pirate Shaft. So I think you go over and you do Green Pirate Shaft major, and then Early Supers, and down for the Spore Spawn one. That's probably going to get you both suits and charge, actually. But, like, these might be the final majors of the seed. Path is... And you see Path reset to refill that energy that was expended while running for the map. And Nito's actually very nearby, also in that West Ocean area. So that's just Bantoon fight and a few rooms away. Path still lacks supers. Nito is electing to check all the right doors before going up to the top. So you can see that Nito is predicting the Phantoon. You see the impressive boost room. Path does not get the impressive boost. Yep, Nito's not even looking at the map. He's going for Phantom first. We have normal bombs. Alright, that's useful. It's like Nito's trying to do this grab jump up through the crab pit. Takes crab... Oh, no, he didn't take the crab hit, but he didn't get the morph. Here. Path is sparking across Rising Tide. Not really worth the extra room loading time when you've got space jump. But you want to be careful of those sweeps. The sweeps will do 80 damage. There's our charge beam. Oh, and there's another major over to the right. And a hollow dot up above, so... Let's see if Path can finally get some supers. Nope, another reserve tank. these are supers too. Nito is nicely ahead on the supers. We found Screw Tech. Alright. Nito checking the last place that Phantoon could possibly be. Phantoon's favorite place is the isolated spot in the middle, but this upper right corner is his second favorite. Path going to pick up this charge beam on the bridge and be almost go mode. Still wants to find the suits. Has enough energy tanks and the reserves to survive the rainbow beam, but obviously can't do the Ridley fight like this. Needs to find Varia at least. And would need to find that high jump boots in order to skip gravity. Nito had a nice Phantom fight. Alright, Path has cleared out the area and will now leave. Should be passing right by Nito. In fact, Path dodges the SAX. Running out of the room right before his arch nemesis enters. So Nito is going to find this map, see the majors, and probably chase them all. The charge beam is the only one that actually matters here. Like the screw tech is optional. Speed is semi-optional. Like, you want speed in case there's something speed locked. You also want to track ice for Nito. Nito has elected to freeze a crab to assist in climbing this room. So you can either freeze the crab up at the top and do a springball jump to get on top of the crab, or you can shoot it off like Nito did and do a springball jump from on top of the crab. There's a risk of dropping the crab on your head when you do it that way, so... Let's see if he goes for the green pirate shaft first. Nope. Nito has decided to go straight across Rising Tide first. Ooh, spicy, going down Key Hunter stairs with the screw tack. And with the screw tack, this is pretty good. Still no supers for Path. Gonna have trouble going back up. And we can see that the map is the middle left door. So does the wise thing of just bombing that block. Yeah, Path appears to have skipped that major at Spore Spawn Super. That is pretty big. I saw it gray on their map just a minute ago. You can see Ridley and Path is thinking about where to go. Long path to a major at Big Pink. Nice quick drop from Nito. We found Dragon. Alright. Not a great fight when you're entering with low energy. And he took a turret hit that triggered his reserves during the pause. So Nito peeks the green pirate shaft, sees the bombs, and decides to abandon them. Path has to do this slow snail climb without high jump boots. And these snails do 100 damage, so you don't want to let one bite you. Taking some energy refill before moving out of this area. It has cleared up all the majors that Path got here. Oh, yeah, that's Lava Dive and Worst Room on the way to that Spore Spawn major. If you go down, you have to go through Lava Dive, and Path doesn't have high jump boots, so that's a no-go. Doesn't look like there's a farm room next to that either, so... Spicy. So skipping that was probably a good idea for Path. If it's not exactly gravity, he's probably just dead there. We'll see what Nito decides. Path finally gets his first 2 super packs. And here is Varia's suit in Big Pink. This is big. You still want to search for gravity or high jump. Nito is farming up to full energy. Looks like he's going for that Spore Spawn Super Major. We'll see if this is gravity. He's going down the long way. So Nito's going to have to go through Lava Dive twice. Backwards and forwards. That should be fine on this energy. We'll see if there's a farm room. Parlor is turned off, so you can't farm there. There's Norfair connection, so you can probably fill up your energy in Norfair somewhere. Oh, he's actually just going for Norfair. He's not going for that Spore Spawn major. 3 plus 2. You could barely do Lava Dive with some good pause abuse. In RBO, you have 6 plus 1 and you just barely make it. So I assume with some really good pause abuse, you could do it on 3+2. Nito found Ridley, but doesn't have Varia suit, so I'm not going to try that. Also found Bowling. This probably does not have gravity suit. Path going up the Key Hunter stairs. Bowling just had a couple missiles, so reset out of that, get your energy back, get back to a better position on the map. Third super pack is a nice find. Now you can actually crystal flash. Looks like Path is running towards that Ridley. They're actually right next to each other. Samus was interrupted while cleaning the house before this mission, and so Samus has decided to go clean house at Thieves. So Path has not the standard PRKD, because he has speed, no high jump, but he has the PRKD beam. Needs to do, let's call it 38 beam shots and the 11 missiles. And he can supplement with the 11 supers, and then he can supplement with the missiles. With the screw attack and 4 tanks, this shouldn't be too bad. Just gotta be careful. Don't get too greedy with your fights. He's waiting for that Ridley color change. You know that Ridley is 10 super missiles from being dead. And on zero missiles, you mess up your menu just a little bit because you're expecting to menu past the missiles, but you miss by 1. Ridley's apparently not quite dead, or... Alright, Ridley's dead. Alright. That's a dead Ridley for Path. Looking good now. Just needs to find that gravity suit to be in go mode. Nito is going to collect this Varia, and probably also immediately turn around. It's interesting to note that the crumble blocks here do not reform, so you could potentially run into a seed where you have to come into Big Pink through that doorway, the crumbles break, you collect the 2 items, and then you turn around and go back out the same door you came in. Because you have no bombs or no way to get back. But because the crumbles are gone, you can go back. Oh, Lava Dive is doable now. Yeah, Nito could go grab that correspond super item next to Lava Dive pretty easily. Path would still have trouble with it without the high jump boots. The bootless lava dive is possible on this loadout, it's just not great. Nito doesn't need that energy tank badly enough to fight Bomb Torso for it. We'll see where path goes from here. Nito is apparently running straight for that Ridley. Looks like this is an empty room, empty area. Path is going up, getting that major. See if he gets the moonfall down. Does not get the moonfall. It's possible to quick drop off the crumble and stand on the ledge. It's plasma beam. And Path is apparently not feeling that bootless lava dive today. If Neo picks that up, that'll be a useful time save. It's not gravity, and gravity's the only thing we have not seen. In Path's mind, there's only a 1 in 3 chance of finding gravity at each of the next majors. Let's see Nito's Ridley fight. Pretty much the same as Path's, but with more supers. So 22 beam shots and the 19 supers. Has one less energy tank to absorb hits. That shouldn't be a problem. Has high jump and speed, so he can do all the normal dodging techniques that he might use. I want to avoid those body hits. Path has found a way to get around a Dragon, try to get to the map. Finds the pit room, so the pit room is one of the special rooms that will wake up the Zeebs. Well, the next time the path passes through Parlor or something like that, it'll actually have enemies in it. Nito took a few hits trying to get picked up, but has Ridley dead, so things are looking good for Nito, depending on how fast he finds that gravity suit. Ooh, this Everest is spicy. The game, the randomizer expects you to have high jump from wherever Nito found it before coming here. So there's actually a pretty good chance that Path will find gravity down here and not be in a bad position. Looks like Nito has elected not to go through Lava Dive to pick up that major. Interesting choice. Since Nito saw the bomb, so Nito knows that it has to be plasma or gravity there. so he's either accepting the chance of skipping gravity, or he has some reason to think that's not gravity. I don't know if the lava dive with high jump is possibly required in these settings. Now, doing lava dive with Varia and high jump and enough energy tanks seems easy enough to me that it should be in logic, but Path's gonna soften Dragon up with a few charge shots and missiles before going for the grapple kill. Let's see if he gets the Eternal Swoop pattern this time. Nito is very nearby, also passing through that pit room. Path gets the quick grapple, so that's dead Dragon for Path. Path is looking around for missed area connections. Needs to find Trade and Mother Brain. Nito is hunting this map and is going to have it pretty quick. Path is looking to be substantially ahead if they don't get bogged down crossing Everest. Path is probably going to charge a spark at the bottom of Terminator and spark across Everest. That'll be good to see. I'm disappointed, but... Oh, he didn't want the left door, okay. Nito has this map, just has to decide how to get over to Dragon. Let's see if Path can get this gravity wall jump through the door. That's a pretty tight wall jump. They actually move that out of logic, so that's not quite in the hard logic without the high jump boots. But because high jump boots were somewhere else accessible, not sure exactly where Path is headed. Good run speed through pillars, turning around like that. Nito into that Dragon fight. It's probably going to do the exact same thing. It's a goop pattern soon, but doesn't quite get the grapple. Let's hope he doesn't say anything. Oh, Path found that gravity suit at Speed Booster Hallway. So now all Path has to do is run over to find Kraid, wherever Kraid is hiding, and then find Mother Brain. See if Nito gets the quick grapple on the second try on Dragon. That's good. So they're almost in the same position. They both just need to find Kraid and Mother Brain. Looks like Nito has decided to chase that gravity suit. Charged a spark at the bottom of Terminator that seems to spark across. Alright. That's the spark I want to see Path do, but Path didn't do that spark. So it looks like Nito's also chasing that gravity suit, just a couple minutes behind Path. The high jump boots are a nice movement advantage for Nito, but they're not quite enough to make this up. I don't know, he's not chasing the gravity suit, he's just taking the other way out of the area. Okay. That makes sense. Like, after you've killed Dragon, and you have high jump and spring ball and ice, you don't really need gravity suit, and you don't really want to spend a lot of time chasing it in lots of places. Just the other path on the right side of Dragon was slightly faster out of the area, but might not have been great on the other side. Looks like Path is in the area that we do not have the map of yet, so this area probably has Kraid and Mother Brain in it. And the closer they are to each other, the faster. Here's that pants room. So, since you're logically forced to go through Pants Room, Randomizer probably logically expects you to pick up the grapple to go through there, so that you can get back. And if you came here early and killed Kraid, you'd need the grapple to get back. But if this area has Kraid right here and Mother Brain, after you kill Mother Brain, you'll have the grapple to get back anyway, so you could potentially skip grapple in this seed. Misses that Kraid quick kill. Nito's only a few rooms behind. Going up single chamber. Pausing to think. Going down single chamber. Oh, is Nito leaving the area? No. Not sure where he's going. Yeah, he's going up to Criteria. That's unfortunate because we know that Kraid is in that area that Nito just left. Oh, Rex ship is smaller and he's decided to chase the Rex ship stuff instead. Path found the map and is turning off screw attack, presumably for the Zeb skip. Nice quick Zeb skip from Path, alright. Nito is going around in the water. Oh, he's going through the Three Musketeers room, chasing this wrecked ship map, which we know will have nothing. Path just needs 60 of these charge shots to take out Mother Brain, and then we'll be on the escape. Nito checks the map, finds nothing, it resets back to his ship. He knows that he's lost a couple minutes that way. So yeah, now he sees that he has to go through that pants room and see what's beyond that. Turn right at Red Tower. He needs to turn left. I'm not sure what he's chasing over here. Path is into the catch-up phase, and is dodging them well enough. Triple hit could take Path out, but it'd take a triple or a quad hit. Oh! He's back. Nito is back by that Force-Spawn Super Major, which we happen to know is Plasma. But it doesn't look like he's going for it. Path is on the escape. Just 2 minutes on the clock. Nito went down the toilet into Meridia, I think. This is not the best area. So, technically grapple was optional in this seed, if you had a better way through Everest. You could come here with no grapple, and then after Mother Brain you'd have grapple because of the escape quality of life. It's kind of funny how that happens sometime in the randomizer, but I've seen a seed where speed was optional because Mother Brain was the only thing behind Dakar room. Of course, you can't ice clip in the escape because there's just something important missing when you're doing the escape. Ice clip is not possible in the escape. You get a nice space jump up at the top of Red Tower to avoid falling down and jumping again. And Path touches down and takes the win for this race. Nito is going to play this one out. At least I see a finish in the race room. So hopefully Path gets the invite and comes on for the interview. Welcome in, Paf, and welcome in, Nito, who's been here quietly watching for the last couple minutes.
Howdy, howdy.
Hey there.
Man, what a trio of seeds. I'm exhausted.
Same.
Yeah.
Like when I end up playing for quite a while, I just get all these like tight muscles in my neck and my shoulders, and
Oh, man.
these seeds really accentuated that.
Yeah, I was really hoping for a nice chill seed 3. No. So,
Yeah,
okay.
no chill here.
No. So, when did you get your first super pack in the 3rd seed?
I think
If you
it
remember.
was. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I thought it was near the top of Criteria.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's a
I found
big
my-
separation there. There's
I
like
found my
20 or 30 minutes where Nito had supers and Paf did not.
I found myself bouncing between multiple regions, just trying to respond to whatever item I picked up and thinking, oh, now I can go do this or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, I guess I never really like pushed the fact that I had supers and tried to explore those avenues. I guess I was more focused on the majors I was picking up at that time.
Right. Oh, that makes sense. I saw that hollow dot, and I was pretty sure it was supers, but I was already at the ship, and it's such a long way up there. So I was like, you know what? It'll sort itself out. We'll figure it out. And I think my
The
first
credits
super
are
pack,
saying 39.53 for your first
39
super pack.
minutes. I think I had like 30 power bombs or something. Wondered if Baron rolled the seed or not. Good lord.
Yeah, I'd suspect him too.
Well, GG's. I hope
GG's.
there's a lot more tournaments like this. These are so fun.
Yeah, these are some really good races to track and commentate.
Today I learned that you only need 1 energy when you kill Ridley to live.
Oh, really? Which one was that?
Back in seed number 2, I expended all of my ammo and I had Ridley dead, but he was being very troublesome on actually initiating the grab, and he got me down to 1 energy before he finally picked me up.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
If I had died there, that I would have reset so far back that I probably would have just forfeit. But
Yeah.
but
you did it.
Yeah, I mean that one was only a couple minutes apart, and then the first he was only a couple minutes apart. So both of those first games were very, very close.
Yeah. That was during the 29 swoop Dre fight. Did you count, Baron? Is it actually 29? Oh my god. I thought Dre was broken. Like, I was gonna reset and probably DNF because I would have lost so much progress. I thought, like, I don't know.
Well, Strawlog was actually doing some research on Dragon a while ago, and it turns out that because Dragon's swoop pattern is an even number of frames, and the way that the numbers are spaced in the RNG pool, it's actually pretty common to get a lot of swoops in a row.
Dang. Alright, so this is the common Dre experience. Gotcha.
It's
not actually a 50-50 chance every time.
Yeah, I don't know if I would expect it to get up to 29 in a single fight, though. I'd say that was bad RNG.
Yeah, that is bad.
Well, not sure I got anything else. I don't remember anything about the first seed.
Yeah,
At
it's all
all.
blur.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all a blur for me too.
What a great race. Thank you so much, Nito.
Yeah, thank you as well. GG's.
GG's.
Nice, great stand-up, I guess. Thought it was the quick kill, but then Crate stood up. Guess it wasn't.
I missed my last super on that, just barely.
Thanks for putting on some great races for us. I don't know if we have time to watch yours play out or not. If Aussie doesn't stop me, we're just gonna sit here and watch the rest of your run. So I see
Fair.
from the race room that you did finish.
So, yeah, I hit the point where I got to Turian, and I saw that I had to go through Pants Room and realized that if everything I needed to find wasn't here, or I needed to somehow backtrack through Pants Room, I wouldn't be able to, or I'd have a lot of difficulty doing so. So that's why I turned around and went back to Meridian to go grab Gravity just in case. I don't think it would have changed the outcome of the race at all, but I certainly would have saved like 5 or 6 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. So with high jump, grapple, and space jump, Pants Room is not too much of a problem. Because you use the grapple to break the block, and then you do the flatly jump into the hole and wall jump up there, and then you use space jump to get out of the water.
Oh, I did not realize that, or I probably was just not thinking about that scenario.
I run max suitless, so I do that all the time. Yeah, I've heard also that you can use Spring Ball and IBJ to get out of the water. And if you have X-Ray, you can of course X-Ray climb up above the water too. So you X-Ray climb the door all the way up to the top of the Pants Room, and then jump across. If you're really spicy, you can also do a Crystal Flash Clip on the right side of Pants Room to break through the crumble blocks there.
Yeah. Not something I would trust myself to do in a tournament run, but yeah, that's definitely an option.
Is that the kind of stuff you normally do?
Yeah, I generally play Extreme or Insane Seeds.
You're one of them crazy folk.
I guess so. But that I've realized playing through this tournament so far that it actually sometimes poses a problem with like doing logic that is not required, and then when I was in my match with Eddie, I ended up just completely bypassing Speed Booster because I did a trick that technically wasn't in logic, and then I just moved on, and I never checked a door for 25 minutes.
Dang. Yeah, you would think breaking logic might get you an advantage more often than it really does.
Yeah, it turns out to not really be the case. It just seems to put you in situations that you definitely can't handle from that point.
Yeah, that's a big difference between Map Random and the other randomizers. The other randomizers that have a map that is more similar to vanilla, you can almost always break logic and not care too much. But Map Rando, it's really forcing you to go where the logic says.
There are some exceptions to that, but yeah, generally that is how that works.
And Nito has touched down on the ship and finished on stream now, so watch through the credits and then we'll finish it out.
GG's.
GG's.
So Path is back from the dead. I heard that Path lost to Diggy Diggy Dang, but then Dang had to quit the tournament for, I guess, scheduling reasons, maybe not enough free time.
Yeah,
So how do you
that's what he
feel?
told me. He had to drop out because he didn't have enough time to commit to it. So it's nice that Paf got a second chance.
You got killed by a zombie.
Oh no. Dude, I already feel bad. Oh no.
I wouldn't do well in the zombie apocalypse anyways, so it makes sense.
Let's take a closer look at Nito's credits and see when his first super was. So Path's super was at 39.53. Let's see what Nito's was. $14.48.
Dang.
So that's a good 25 minutes.
Wait, you had
For
high jump
Nito.
at 9 minutes? Oh, I would have loved high jump. Where was it?
Trying to remember.
And he had spring ball.
Oh man.
I want to say it was in wrecked ship.
High jump boots was wreck shit? Okay.
Like, we were talking about that the whole way through. It was like, high jump was letting Nito do some stuff more easily, giving him more options.
Honestly, it's pretty lucky that I was never directly turned back and forced to get high jump or spring ball.
Yeah. Like, one of the places where you turned back and didn't go through was the crab shaft. I remember Nito used the spring ball to go up crab shaft.
Yep, I got bailed out by finding a speed booster and then being able to ice clip up.
Alright, well, any last things? Any last comments?
Good
No,
luck with the rest of the
tired.
tournament, Paf.
Oh, thank you.
Alright.
I hope
Thanks
to see
for the
you
excellent
in a
races.
future one. Sorry, Bill.
Yeah, I hope so.
We'll be seeing you guys later on in the tournament. Nito is, I believe, eliminated from the losers bracket now, and Path is moving on as a zombie. This has been Kazenton on comms and Baron of Red on tracking. And we will see you next mission.